How's it going, everyone? It's Abdallah here, bringing you guys an all boss battles video for Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64. We just got done doing this game live on my YouTube channel, and I figured, you know what? Let's go through, beat all these bosses without taking any damage. So, if you guys are excited for it, definitely smash that like button and share the video with a friend. So, our first boss battle is going to be up against King Bob-omb himself. The very first level in the game. Super fun character, right? Of course, if you're not used to the game by now, he will absolutely pick you up and throw you off the level, and you're going to have to climb all your way back up. But as you guys can see over here, it's really simple to do. All you have to do is run simply behind him, punch in order to grab him, and just throw him on the ground. You can absolutely grab him and throw him off the level, but then he'll just end up jumping right back up. So that's not necessarily the best way of doing it. So we're going to do that 3 times, and he is going to be gone. Done. King Bob-omb, he's out of here. So yeah, I thought that was really fun. 1996 when this game first came out, and a lot of us still remember. Let me know in the comments if you've played through Super Mario 64, because it was a good game. It's a good game. We did it live on YouTube. You guys can click on the link in the description below. Go watch that playlist and relive it with me. Okay, so here we go. This is our next boss that we have here. This is the Whomp King. He's pretty gigantic, and he totally wants to squish Mario. And if you're not careful, he will easily do that. So what you want to do is run underneath his feet, do a little side jump, and then ground pound on his back. He's relatively easy to do with not taking any damage. Of course, if you want to look really flashy, you can easily clip right through him by doing a high jump and then stomping at the peak, just like that. You can do that 3 times if you want to show off to your friends. Feel free. So we totally curb stomp this guy, and we're gonna get the star and continue on with our next boss battle, which is gonna be great. So yeah, he was pretty easy. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now is head over to the very first Bowser battle. For those of you guys who have not played Super Mario 64, the Bowser battles were pretty tough, believe it or not. I remember when I first tried this when I was younger, man. I think I was in middle school when this came out. He was actually really hard. So what you're supposed to do is run around him, punch his tail, and then rotate your control stick so that you can lob him at one of the bombs that are all around the perimeter of the arena over here. And of course, once you do, he will teleport away and then leave the keys so that you can access more areas. Now, the key to beating this guy without taking any damage is just having really good accuracy on that Bowser toss, because the Bowser toss requires a little bit of timing. So with practice, you'll absolutely get it, because you're definitely going to need that practice. All right, so next one we're going to do is Big Boo, right? So Big Boo is, he's prevalent in a couple levels and in a couple missions within his Big Boo Haunt level. You can take a look over here. The very first mission requires you to beat up a whole bunch of little ghosts, and then once you do, Big Boo will come out, and he's susceptible to ground pounds, but if you look at him, he's gonna go invisible and you can't touch him. So let him sneak up behind you and then just do a ground pound and you're gonna be set. So battling Big Boo is super easy, especially in the first phase and the first star that you get from it. Now, of course, once you go to the next mission, which is going to be Big Boo's merry-go-round, you're going to do the exact same thing. Beat up a couple little ghosts while you're on the creepy-sounding merry-go-round. And then, of course, you will get Big Boo to come out and scare you, right? Here he is. Super scary, right? Anyway, so same concept. You can easily ground pound him, you can punch him, you can do all sorts of stuff to him. 3 hits and he's done, and that's going to be the theme for a lot of these enemies within the game. So there we have it, second round of King Boo. Well, not really King Boo because he's not wearing the crown, but Big Boo nonetheless. Okay, so this is on Big Boo's balcony. The same thing, once you make your way to the very top over here, you can easily attack Big Boo in the same fashion that you did before. Now, once you're done defeating him, he actually puts his star all the way on top. If you're playing on a legit Nintendo 64 hardware like I am, it's super dark. It's super dark. I know on Virtual Console and other HD remakes, they've really lit up the background. So good luck getting the star if you're playing on original hardware like I was doing. So right over here, once you get the invisibility cap, you're going to make it to the big Mr. Eye. And he's considered one of the bosses in the game because he's gigantic, and ironically enough, he's very easy to beat without taking any damage. All you have to do is make sure that he's locked onto you, and then run around him one time. Super simple, right? Man, come to think of all these bosses in Mario games that happened after this game. You think about how easy this was, right? So right over here, this is going to be the big bully inside the lethal lava land. He's relatively easy to battle. All you have to do is do some ground pounds. You can punch him, you can dive into him, even you can jump on him, and he'll be able to do that for you. So I flew over there with the wing cap, which was really easy. Not necessary, but again, very, very easy to do. Just make sure that he doesn't push you. That's bad. Okay, so we've got Eyerok over here. Eyerok, believe it or not, is relatively tough if you're not used to his boss battle. Man, I was remembering this when I was a kid, and I remember he pushed me off a couple times. So, yeah, we're going to battle him hand to hand. He's got two hands over here, and his weakness is the eyeball within the palm of his hand. So, what you're going to need to do is punch him, kick him, dive into him, and I'm thinking that you could even ground pound into him. But what he does is he stomps on over here, and then while one of his other hands is attacking you, the other one is going to be susceptible to any kinds of attacks. So make sure that you do that. I did a dive over here just so that you can see that it works. You can do it really quick, back to back to back to back. So give it a shot. Right over here, we're going to do a punch, and he's going to go down. We're going to do one more punch, and he's done. You can see that he was actually trying to push you off the level there. So keep that in mind. Just be on top of it. When he's pushing you, just punch him in the eyeball, and you'll be all set. So we are truly the king of the desert by beating him relatively easily without taking any damage, right? We're done. Super easy. Okay, so now that we were pretty much done with the basement bosses, we're going to head on over to the second Bowser fight. Now, the second Bowser fight has a little bit of gimmick, simply because Bowser has the ability to jump up in the air, and he has the ability to shift the entire platform that you're on. So if you're not running against the grain, you'll easily slide off, you'll slide into Bowser, etc. So as we've practiced before, make sure that Bowser's walking towards you a little bit. Try to grab his tail as best you can. Occasionally you'll miss if you're like me. But once you grab him, you want to practice the spin. Line up your camera so that one of the bombs is in your sight, and then launch him. Of course, it's inevitable that you will miss him, right? Well, even the best speedrunners will miss a Bowser toss occasionally. But that's okay, as long as you keep at it. Bowser will absolutely teleport at some time, so be very careful about that. See? Right there. Boom. Who would have thought that a Bowser battle he can teleport? So anyway, grab his tail, line up yourself, and then I would say press the throw button a little bit earlier than when you expect. Like right there, we just didn't have enough spin on it. So we're going to do it on our third try, and of course, third time's the charm, right? So anyway, he's standing still right over here, so he's very susceptible to being grabbed. Just run around him, and you'll be able to get him without further ado. Let's do it one more time. Here we go. Spin him, and done. Easy, right? If you get Bowser close to the bomb, then you can do pretty much a slow toss, and you'll be able to get it. So, pretty easy. We breakdance all over him, and we're going to go from there. All right. Bowser, second time done, right? We have Bowser one more time, and it's going to be super tough. Don't worry, I believe it. If you guys are going to try the no damage challenge as well, I know you can do it. I know you can do it, especially if you have this game. All right, so moving on over here, this is the Chill Bully. Chill Bully is relatively easy. All you have to do is ground pound. You can see that I almost KO'd him just by doing the triple jump on him. Yeah, very simple, but he will push you around a little bit if you're not on top of your ground pounds or on top of your jumps. So we're just going to keep on ground pounding him until we push him off. Very simple, same thing and the same deal as the big bully in Lethal Lava Land. But yeah, he's over here in the snow area, so watch out. Simple. He doesn't have any little minions either. So right over here, we're going to go pay a visit to Wiggler. Not only did we flood his entire house and ruin the ceiling, but now Mario is going to completely disrespect Wiggler and just by stomping on him. Yep, that's exactly what we did here. Who's the real boss? Is Mario the boss or is Wiggler the boss? You guys tell me. No, but Wiggler's relatively easy. His startup speed is very fast, so if you're running away from him, he will catch up to you. Make sure your camera's turned around. Do a side jump if you need to, but really it's just 3 jumps on him, and you can jump anywhere. You jump on his head, the middle of his back, the bottom of his back, it doesn't matter. And then over here on the 3rd time, he gets really upset and he runs at you at full speed. But you can see over here, it's not that big of a deal. It's super simple to do. So also, if you stay in like the corner of the level, he'll just kind of run around in circles, just waiting for you to come. And there's a lot of coins nearby too, so feel free. If you're not trying the no damage challenge, you guys will be all set. So that's pretty simple. That's pretty simple, right? Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The final boss, Bowser. This is it. Everything has made it up to this point. Bowser indeed has come on board. Of course, if you didn't know, if you have all 120 stars, he gives you a little bit of a secret text, a secret dialogue at the very end. So, with this Bowser, there's a couple gimmicks that you want to pay attention to. One, the gimmick is, of course, we're going to have to spin him onto one of these bombs. The timing is very, very strict. And what you can do as soon as you hit him off of there, you can grab his tail right again. And if you're really, really good at this game, you can get an easy perfect, where you throw him onto another bomb, catch him, and throw him onto the 3rd bomb, and you're done. Of course, I'm not super skilled at that. It takes a lot of practice in order to do that, or maybe you get lucky. But his moves are, when you throw him off and he comes back, he does a gigantic jump with shockwaves. And those 2 shockwaves will attack you. He'll also do his fire breath on the floor in front of you, and he'll also do the fire breath in the air that allows some embers that kind of home in and get you. So be very careful about that. Once you get Bowser completely done, 2 hits, he will absolutely make the arena a star shape, which makes it a little bit smaller. It's a little bit tighter, close quarters combat, and it'll make you a little bit more susceptible to falling off if you're running around Bowser towards the edge right over here. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to do a quick cut to where we actually throw him on the 3rd time. You guys don't want to see me missing a couple times. So do some practice, get the bomb tosses, and ladies and gentlemen, you've now beaten Super Mario 64, all bosses, no damage, pretty great, and we get some custom dialogue as well. So I'm happy about that. It's fun to revisit this game, especially all of you guys that are fans of Super Mario Odyssey. Just seeing where the Mario entire franchise kind of came from when they ventured into 3D. So, I love this game a lot. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you guys want to see me play through this entire game via live stream, we did some very fun challenges. I highly recommend jumping into the comments. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'm going to leave you guys with the ending, so be sure to smash that like button, share the video with a friend, and of course, let me know what you guys thought of the video in the comment section below. I'm looking forward to reading all of your comments. It's going to be great. Thanks for watching.
stars is restored to the castle. And it's all thanks to you. Thank you, Mario. We have to do something special for you.
Here we go!
Listen, everybody. Let's bake a delicious cake. For Mario. Mario!
so much for to playing my game.